Hi there, it's Bitcoin News Review and it's Tracy Learn
And Peter Murray. Good afternoon, Tracy.
Hi there, Peter. Coming to you from Dubai and London today.
Yes, absolutely. I'm actually in a shopping mall, in a coffee shop on the top floor of a department store. So yeah, it's very, very nice here. Lots of
And
people around. So excuse if there's any background noise.
no, that's fine, Peter. By the way, are you paying for your coffee in Bitcoin?
I'm using my Bitcoin debit card, yes. So effectively, yes.
That's good. All right, Peter, as usual, our weeks are getting so full of news, Bitcoin news, it's absolutely crazy. So, anybody watching this program, if you could just, or rather this review, if you could just have a look at our Facebook page, Bitmedia, we've got all the, and in fact, here are some of the headlines featured on that page, but there's plenty more. But if we just talk about a couple here, the first one is why Greeks are ditching the euro for digital barter systems. I mean, this is an interesting one because, the Greeks have gone through a very, very hard time with their currency and is very, very used to Bitcoin.
Yes, and they're starting to exchange, virtual currencies rather than euros because the fact is the guys are scared that the banks will take their money. And it's interesting, it used to be that if you lived somewhere in Europe, you could open a bank account in any other European country. And now you can't live in Greece anymore with a Greek address and go open a bank account in Germany. They don't allow you if you don't have a German address because they're scared of a capital from the Greek banks. So, that creates more uncertainty and more fear from the local population.
Yes. Well, I mean, we do know that a whole lot of people have gone into Bitcoin, into digital currency, because they couldn't actually even have access to their money. So quite an interesting thing there. Also, Disney's involved now, and Disney is actually developing a private blockchain for security control. I mean, that could be quite interesting. I'd be interested to know, what in terms of what security control, what are they looking at here?
Well, Tracy, it just proves that Bitcoin is a Mickey Mouse business. There's all kinds of application for this technology. Like I've said many times before, Bitcoin is a computer program. It's not it's not just a currency. The whole blockchain Bitcoin thing is a computer program, and the applications are, you can apply to so many things. Anything that you need so uh, to take a transaction and put it online that can't be tampered with is perfect. And this is exactly what Disney is doing.
Okay, the next thing is Asia should have competitive edge in blockchain technology. I mean, Asia always wants to be on the forefront of a lot of developments. And I mean, they certainly are also leading, in fact, they say that a lot of the mining businesses and mining that's been done is actually in China. So this is quite interesting.
Well, the thing is also, there's lighter regulation on everything in Asia, which means that, especially on the technology side, the Asians are very early adopters of any new type of technology, and they're very keen to, play catch up to the West in economies. So they use technology for that reason.
Then there's a big, the IEEE to talk, this is electronics and electrical engineers, and they are talking blockchain technology at a cloud computing Oxford University, old university, is even talking blockchain and Bitcoin.
Tracy, I've been thinking about this a lot when I see this. One of the things that the medieval kings did, and the reason why Britain became an empire, and also why, all the European countries that became strong, were countries that realized that they needed to invest in technology early on. The kings realized that, technology will give them a military might. And that's why the kings established universities and places of learning, is to be in, is to have an advantage in technology. So,
Yes.
it's not a new trend. It's been going on for thousands of years, and
Mhm.
they've known if you're in front in technology, you're in front. So that's what it's about.
Absolutely. And, I've got here a headline video, Bitcoin as the end of money as we know it. This is a new video that's out, and it is on our Facebook page, and we will be uploading it on our YouTube channel. I suggest you definitely do watch this video.
I
Well,
will put it. I will put it on our website as well. But yeah, it's definitely a very very good video. I watched it, and it's important that people get, so, well, it just highlights the importance of knowledge. You need to get to, at least, at the very least, subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our Facebook page, so that you can keep up to date on what's going on in the Bitcoin market
yes,
and in the
exactly.
Bitcoin world.
Yes. Knowledge is very important. Okay, now this was a very, very interesting article. Bitcoin price is $200 less than it should be, according to Investment Bank. Now, actually, it's about 58%, they reckon, less. The price is less than it should be.
Well, you're going to see more and more of these reports coming out as the banks start investing more and more, and mainstream investments are going into Bitcoin. There are going to be investment banks and fund managers and research reporters coming with Bitcoin valuations. And, when they see adoption and everything that's happened in the Bitcoin world, yeah, the Bitcoin price is undervalued. And that's why I keep on telling people to, don't wait, get into Bitcoin now, because people are waking up. Big funds are waking up to the fact that Bitcoin is undervalued. And I believe that it's even more undervalued than $200.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they say that it should have a price of about $655 today. At this article, the price at the time of this article, it was 412. It's actually 415 at the moment. So yeah, we definitely know that
It's
this is going to take off. It's going to take off. Everything's pointing in that
Yeah,
direction.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the price has been hovering around these levels now for a month. So,
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of time. We're going to see explosion in price. And I believe, it's now the second quarter. And I think from next week, we're going to start seeing fireworks in the Bitcoin price.
Yeah. Okay, Bitcoin Marketplace post takes page from Etsy to expansion. It's an online marketplace that lets customers buy items from Amazon with Bitcoin, and but the other thing that it does is it's a great it's a great way for there's a bit of a statement here from the manager. And he says this is a great way for people who don't have Bitcoin to try it out. If you have items around the house, you can open up a shop and sell them for Bitcoin. So that's quite interesting.
It's almost like, is it more like Etsy, or is it more like eBay?
Yeah, exactly. It is probably more like eBay. And also, they don't actually charge very much. They charge 1% fee of each sale. So it's just really making it easy for people to sell their goods and get Bitcoin for their goods. Quite a nifty idea, I think.
I think it's easier now to send a Bitcoin to people than it is to send the actual product.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. There is an escrow as well, so you know that someone's not going to run off with your money.
Okay, great. That sounds good. I'll definitely go have a look. I haven't looked at that actual site, so that's something I will definitely do.
Okay, and then Blockstream among 10 new firms to join Hyperledger blockchain project. I mean, this is really, there's just so much going on with blockchain development, and more companies are getting involved. The big companies, IBMs, I don't know, just you name it, they're getting involved because they don't want to be left behind.
Yeah, yeah, and you're gonna see more and more of that. Interestingly enough, I also saw an actual I was looking online and checking out some stuff regarding the blockchain. I saw some ads for um, uh, jobs for blockchain developers. A good blockchain developer can now in the UK can get anywhere between 70 and 100,000 pounds per year and salary. So there's a whole new world of job opportunities coming up. So if you're a crypto software specialist or a blockchain developer, and 100,000 pounds a year.
I mean, that's excellent. Okay, this is about rules. So the CFTC Commissioner agency should revisit rules for distributed ledgers. This is the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and they believe the government agencies should re-examine the rules, to try and foster innovation with blockchain technologies. Lawmakers apparently in the US are also concerned about jobs. Yeah, we've just spoken about jobs, but there's definitely some well-paying jobs here they say will follow. It's definitely advancement from the internet.
Absolutely. Also, the CFTC is they regulate all the commodity exchanges and all the derivative transactions and futures transactions and currencies and stuff in the USA. And I think they're trying to establish also in the US which agency is actually going to regulate Bitcoin. Is it going to be the CFTC? Is it going to be the Securities and Exchange Commission? So you get all these kinds of things that are coming out all the time are that are the agencies establishing their basically putting down their ground rules of what they think should be happening.
Yes, excellent. Okay, and this is about salaries being paid in cryptocurrency. Bitcoin payroll hits Germany. BitPay partnering with PEY. And it just says here, one motivation to implement the new form of salary payment, of course, in our editorial, this is about editorial related interest in new technology and their adoption by users in everyday life. So this is about consumer adoption as well, getting that going, but definitely a great idea. I mean, if I was working for a salary, I'd love to be paid in Bitcoin.
I tell you what, Tracy, this is the second or third company in Germany that I know of that are providing this service. And, a lot of Germans are moving towards Bitcoin and starting to live off Bitcoin. And you're going to see more and more of this happening. And you're right, this is part of consumer adoption. So this is a very interesting story and a very important story.
Absolutely. So, yeah. Then this is another one. Bitcoin crushes bank fees in emerging economies. And, this is actually, I'm obviously in South Africa, which is also a third world emerging market. And, we've got lots of issues over there in terms of people not earning a huge amount of money. And bank fees are a real problem. Really big problem.
Well, it's not only just bank fees; it's also transfer fees into those
money.
By transfer agencies such as MoneyGram and Western Union. I mean, yes. I read somewhere that sending money to a third world country can cost you anywhere between 5 and 20%, which is crazy.
Exactly. In fact, it is this article. It's even up to 22.7%. That's how much it can cost. Those are the fees that they're talking about here. So you can't. If someone is working out of their country and they need to send money, wire transfers back to their families, because it says here that there are more than 250 million people living outside their countries of origin, and 750 million that live inside their ancestral communities. And this is massive money. I mean, it was 588 billion was sent through in 2015. You know, and these transfer companies, these banks are taking huge chunk of money out of people's hands.
Yeah. And you know, it's going to stop. But yeah, they need to adapt.
Okay, so we've come to the end of this week's news review, and really just the last slide, and for you to think about this Bitcoin revolution is happening, and just really do not get left behind, you know, wondering what happened. And the most important is just to start. I mean, it really you don't have to put a huge amount in, but you just have to start. If you've got a huge amount you want to put in, great. If you don't have a huge amount of money, you know, just start small. And it's important as long as you start, because you'll kick yourself in a year's time when, you know, you'll say, oh my goodness, you know, I should have just started. Now I've been left behind.
That's the golden rule, is just get started. It doesn't cost a lot to buy Bitcoins. You can get started with as little as $100. So, you know, my thing is always get started by just getting knowledge, you know, educate yourself, join our Facebook page, join our YouTube channel. It's all free, you know, and get yourself educated, and then start by purchasing some Bitcoin and, you know, get involved and using it and see how it works.
Absolutely, and yeah, to me it's very exciting. I mean, I've been involved in Bitcoin now for it's not even a year, and when I started, the price was around the $200 level. So it's more than doubled since I got involved. And if I hadn't got involved, you know, I wouldn't be where I am at the moment. So you know, you just have to start, and you need to take that opportunity. And also, it's also about planting a seed. Right? And a seed that can grow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Peter. We'll see you next week. Next week.
And we'll talk next week. I'm looking forward to it, and another exciting week in the world of Bitcoin on the inside. Cheers.
Cheers, then.